For 4 decades, Lou Riggs of Manufacturers Golf and Country Club proved to be a competitive force in local golf circles. The lanky, long-hitting Jenkintown native captured countless better ball tournaments throughout the region and constantly claimed a space on Golf Association of Philadelphia leaderboards. For starters, Riggs qualified for match play in 12 Gap Amateur Championships, including a semifinals appearance in 1959, when he fell to eventual champion Connie Campbell of Torresdale Frankford Country Club 2-1.
I remember a little bit about it. I didn't qualify with a great score, but I did fairly well in the match play, and I had a good match with Connie Campbell. He just was a little better that day, and of course that's the way golf goes. Some days you win and some you don't, but it was a fun experience, and I think it kind of showed me that perhaps I could play at that level, which was gave me some encouragement, at least anyway.
Hard luck followed Riggs into the following year when he lost to John Gunther Jr. in a 20-hole quarterfinal bout in the Amateur Championship at Huntington Valley Country Club.
Well, that was kind of disappointing to me. I think I was leading going to the 18th hole, and he made a very great par. I made a bogey, but I lost on the second extra hole. But John was a great player. He's probably one of the best amateurs in this area for many years, and so it was a tough loss. But again, that's the game.
With 6 match play appearances now under his belt, Riggs made a polished charge in the 1966 Amateur at St. David's Golf Club. That year, he made headlines by defeating the legendary William Hindman III in the second round, sinking a 25-footer for birdie on the 21st hole.
Bill obviously at that time was one of the best amateurs, not only in the country, probably around the world. Great reputation, and I felt I had nothing to lose. If I lose, I'm supposed to lose. So I played well. I think I shot 70, as I recall, and it was a great victory for me, and I was very happy with it. But Bill was a great guy, and I played with him against him several times, and unfortunately, I think I lost the next match. But anyway, that was a fun experience.
3 years later, Riggs ousted another renowned player, Jay Siegel, in the amateur quarterfinals at Cedarbrook, by the same margin of victory, no less.
Jay again was one of the best players. Well, his record shows that he was a very good player, and I played well, had a good match, and again it was a very satisfying victory for me. Unfortunately, I lost Alan Suslow, and I played very well in that match, and that was very frustrating. I thought this was going to be my year, and I didn't quite do it again.
Although Riggs never won the amateur championship, he holds a unique place in its record book. Riggs competed in what's believed to be the longest quarterfinal match in the tournament's history. In 1972 at Aronimink, he fell to Bruce Disbrow of Riverton Country Club in 27 holes.
Okay, I made a note of that, and you asked me to put up some memories, and I put that down. I think it's probably the longest extra hole match in the history of the. But yeah, but I don't know for sure whether it was or not, but I think it probably is. Played well, and but 9 extra holes. I was glad it was over at that point. You're just exhausted, That sudden death is a tough game, as you know.
Aside from amateur success, Riggs also holds a bit of Tournament of Champions fame. He won the event on 4 occasions, including 3 consecutive titles from 1971 to 1973.
Well, I think it was a lot of fun. I knew most of the club champions that played it, and so it's kind of fun to compete against them. And to win it 4 times, obviously, was very gratifying. I think my most memorable one here was playing at I forget the year, whether it was 71 or 3, whatever. But I played with Jay Siegel, and we came to the last hole, and I guess I won on the last hole. So that was kind of a big thrill for me. So it was but it's always a fun event.
You were paired with Jay Siegel.
Played with Jay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are neck and neck.
Well, I think I 3-putted the 16th or 17th, but I made a par in the last hole. He made a bogey, and so I ended up winning by a shot. So I killed him, but.
Riggs was certainly one of Philadelphia's finest golfers during that time, but some didn't believe that the 6'6" insurance salesman could be that good.
A favorite golf story for me, anyway. I was playing a tournament at Atlantic City Country Club, And there were about 100 guys that were playing there, and I had a good score that day. I shot 4 under par 66, and we got done. We went in, had dinner, and they awarded the trophy, and they make a big announcement, and the guy that got the trophy was the fellow that shot 76. Well, my guys jump up, and I said, well, we'll settle this, you know. So it turns out after the dinner was over, one of my partners that kept score was the president of a bank in Jenkintown, and so he knows numbers pretty well, and he said he went up to the committee and said, what are you doing giving a trophy to that guy? I saw Lou Riggs shoot 66. And they said, well, we saw that score. But we didn't believe it. We didn't think anybody shoot a score that low, so they threw it out. They were all like higher Heaney cover, you know. So that was one of my fun experience of the of the game. So they actually, I guess about 6 months later, they did award me a similar type trophy because they realized they had made the mistake. But one of my fond memories of golf.
What made Riggs such a competitive force was his ball striking. He towered over tees and tussled with the region's best throughout his career.
I think I was always a pretty good striker of the ball, so to speak. Never a great putter, and I think that probably was my biggest problem, I guess. But I could usually generally hit a fair number of greens, so as a result, maybe I don't develop the short game and the chipping and the putting as much. But I would say driving and hitting the ball was probably my strongest suit, if I had a strong suit, you know.
Today, Riggs is an active member at Manufacturers, his home away from home for more than 50 years. The 11-time club champion loves the game and continues to play.
The biggest thing I've gotten from golf, I think, is it's a gentleman's game, and I've met an awful lot of nice people over the years playing golf. Occasionally you meet a jerk, but generally speaking, golfers are a very nice group of people. They're gentlemen and very sportsmanlike, and it's just been a great experience. Plus, some of the golf courses are beautiful. I've played up and down the East Coast and some on the West Coast, and there's some beautiful golf courses. That in itself is fun, just to see the different terrain, and so it's a great game. I've enjoyed it for many, many years. Hopefully many more.
To hear more of Riggs' story, visit the association's YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/GapGolf09. For Gap TV, Tony Rudge.